It's hard to follow when you lit.
Hi.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm dandy. I can't complain.
Are you cold?
Do I look cold?
A little, but I just want you to be
I'm
comfortable.
actually not. I'm actually like, whoo, hot. No, I'm just not hot
Hot
flashes.
flashes?
But not hot flashes, but
Are
I'm like,
you at that point in your life?
you know, I feel like I shouldn't, but the way life be life, and I feel like it just be adding on a couple years. So I feel like I be having hot flashes, but
Let's unpack that. Um, how does life be life?
I be trying to. It's just be out here trying to be great. You know, people just be stressing me out, trying to put out the single, and people just don't be responding. It's just
Why
been
you
a lot
whispering?
It's been. Am I whispering?
Yeah.
Do I need to talk louder?
Probably if you want people to hear you.
No, just this single. Trying to put out this new record and just
That gives you
whatever.
hot flashes?
That gives me hot flashes. That be giving me hot flashes.
Mm.
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that?
It was definitely coming pause.
That's just,
It was definitely coming pause.
but no, just trying to like handle a lot of things at the time, and it's how to just be like, whew, it's a lot going on.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's pretty much it though.
Hmm.
But yeah, just a little hot flashes. I be cold and I be hot.
Baby, that sounds like
I feel like you're
pneumonia.
judging. I feel like you're judging.
You can see my eyes, can't you?
I can see it.
My face just
I can
emoting.
feel the energy is giving judgy.
You have a nice smile.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
You deserve it. What's up, y'all? My name is Love, and tonight I'm in the living room with an amazing vocalist. What was that? Like,
I was waiting.
Anticipation was
anticipating.
crazy.
I was anticipating the
yeah, it's
the
coming,
stuff.
pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Yeah, exactly. Jande.
Jande.
Yeah, Jande. I was calling her Jande
Yikes.
when I seen her Instagram, and then I saw the apostrophe E.
Mm.
And I was like,
Jandy.
I was about to say, then it was like Jande.
John.
And
yeah,
then when she got here, she was like, no, it's Jande.
Jande.
It's
I love
Jande.
the phases of like figuring it out.
Hey, it sounded out. It took me back to school. I was trying to sound it out. But welcome to the living room. Thank you for coming.
Thank y'all for having me.
Mm.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Hopefully the sentiments are the same at the end.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it will be as well. Are you comfortable?
I am. Y'all, y'all got my 5 drinks over here for me that y'all done did. So
Time out.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
good.
we're
Time
not
out.
gonna paint that
Because
picture.
that's not the narrative that we're going to... That's not the narrative that
that's
we're
not,
going to...
I mean, like y'all got me the
I mean, you have your nine different assortments of beverages
of your
from
choice. Your choice.
water, chaser, alcohol.
I didn't mean like y'all got me like a
Yeah, but I
dark, y'all got
just-
me a clear, y'all got me a this, y'all got me just the
I was just
different-
making sure that people don't think that we just get people. This is not Drink Champs.
Yeah.
This is Love in the Living Room. And, we sit here and we discuss love and other things such as R&B music.
Hey.
B.
See.
All right.
That was all her. Right?
So, Jande, I know who you are now. But all my loved ones may or may not know. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to tell them?
Yeah.
Right
Hey,
here in
where
your
my
camera.
thank you? I was about to be like, hey everybody, I am Jande. I'm a singer, songwriter, artist, performer. I dibble and dabble and dance a little bit.
Yeah, I saw you dance.
But you thought I was falling, so it
She got a new
couldn't have been
dance
that
called The
good.
There's a new dance called The Fall.
That's how you do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
Got a little Kim in there. A little bit of
get it. Look at that. No, but yeah, I'm from the east side, from East Atlanta. Yeah. And yeah, like I feel like that's really all it is.
East side.
East
Bang,
side.
motherfucker, bang.
Y'all be painting us so bad. We really not that bad though.
Not that
I didn't
bad.
say y'all was bad. I mean, I just said bang, motherfucker, bang.
It was given earlier. You was like, y'all rough over there. We not rough. To me.
Exactly, because you the roughneck.
'Cause I'm-
Gotta get a roughneck. I gotta get a roughneck. Hey, you got. I need it, and I want it, so I gotta get a roughneck.
No, we not like that.
Big East Side vibes. I think she was talking about East Side nigga when she was. Never mind.
In my project, I was technically it was like super east. It's like Augusta East.
That's not East Atlanta.
That's not East Atlanta, but it's East Side. It's the top of East. It's
Bang,
like
motherfucker,
East.
bang. I don't know. I didn't know what to say.
You know, like, because Augusta's like 20 East.
Baby,
East,
geography
East.
was not my
That's
strong
crazy.
suit.
What was your
Music.
okay? Like no
Music.
core classes though. None of the core subjects.
Yeah, like chorus.
No.
Yeah, I had a lot of chorus classes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So no math, no social
Oh no,
studies, no science.
I'm definitely a mathematician,
Okay.
and I'm good with chemistry.
I see what you did.
You see what I did there?
See what you did
I
there.
told you it was about communication.
Smooth. That was real smooth.
Learned that in music class
Oh,
too.
yeah, I definitely learned that in music class.
I was a social studies girl. I like social studies, like history and stuff like that.
I like
me.
to study the socials,
The socials.
like social media.
It's like not the same, but I got you.
Hmm.
It's important now. It's important now.
Yeah, they should teach that
I
instead
would
of.
say if they turned that
They
instead of
probably
social studies to
should.
studies of social in school.
It's a lot of things in school they actually should have taught us that they probably didn't.
Like what?
Like
What would you have wanted to know?
I feel like taxes. Like basic things I feel like they should teach us
Credit.
taxes. Like credit, like things like that we actually use versus the things we don't
We
have
were
the
coding
shit we
when
don't
MySpace
use.
came out.
So we definitely were coding when MySpace came out. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? I agree. There are some things that are absolutely essential to being an adult or being a person in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the things that they do teach you in school are the things that don't change. So the credit game, from the time that we were in school till now, the credit situation could have changed dramatically. But arithmetic is not going to change.
Okay.
Geometry is not going to change.
But when are you using geometry though? When was the last time you actually like applied geometry?
What's geometry? Is that like a squared plus b squared equals c
angles.
squared?
Like
It's angles.
Oh, yeah.
Angles,
Dimensions, basically.
dimensions, cones, all of that kind of stuff.
So architects would be
They would use geometry.
but it's a lot of things that may be like DIY projects.
DIU. Nigga,
Those,
Driving under the
those
influence?
Do it
consider a small
yourself.
bit of geometry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that I feel like the average person though isn't out here just using geometry every day. But
Yeah,
like you gotta file your taxes.
and then
Like
history
you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
is history. It's not going to change.
I feel like if you don't know your history though,
So,
you
don't
do
feel
it
like
again though.
The basis of like just credit building aren't the same. You feel like that's changed?
I mean, the basis is pay your bills on time. You should have good credit. Pause. I mean, not pause, but quote unquote. I'm just,
We got
So,
you triggered
like,
with the
yeah.
He's just-
I'm just not gonna be caught off. I'm not gonna be caught slipping.
So
That's
this is
funny.
my opinion though, but I definitely think it's certain things
This nigga just
like
pause
I
paying
think
your bills.
communication. I think
Yeah.
they should teach communication classes because people do not know how to actively
Well,
like,
they
and
do.
effectively
They
communicate.
do to a
In
certain
college
level.
they do, but I don't.
Yeah.
I've never had a communication. Maybe
See,
me.
this is the thing. Communication has changed. Now the norm now is you gotta text first if you get the phone number, or you gotta hit somebody via DM, and y'all gotta talk digitally before you can speak on the phone or speak in person.
But I feel like still once you talk to them, it's still like I think some things are still just common. Like
Yeah, but some people are
manners or just things like that. How you talk to people, like effectively communicate. I don't know. There's certain things that I feel like when I was in school, because I took a communication class in college, And I was like, it's still stuff that I actively still apply today.
Like what?
Like actively listening, like reassuring people when you're talking to them that you hear them. So like if you say something versus just going off, be like, okay, so you were saying when you said this, kind of regurgitate what you were saying. This is how you feel or whatever. So I think that's important. And I still do that. I try to make sure like people understand that I was listening to them before I just go off and start talking about whatever I feel like talking about. So
You work in sales?
I mean, I'm an artist, so I got to sell myself. So technically, yeah.
She's talking about her artistry. Calm down, niggas.
No, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's not that type of podcast. Outside of selling yourself as an artist, that's it. Because
yeah,
that's like a sales strategy.
I've never done any sales though. Like even like in any job I've ever had in my life, it's never been like. Well, I mean, I've worked in campaigns, so I feel like you gotta sell the candidate. And
you was out here like on some Olivia Pope type shit.
I work on campaigns. Yeah, that's what I got my undergrad and my master's in.
So you about to be Olivia Pope? You about to be fixing shit?
That shit is stressful. If I don't have to do it, I would rather not. But
Olivia
I do it well.
Olivia was definitely stressed.
Yeah, I do it well. But if I don't have to do it, then I would rather not. Or if I don't get the call, I'm okay. But if I get the call, then it's like I do I do my job. I do it well.
So now it's time for us to get into your business a little bit.
Yikes.
You scared?
No. Scared? No.
Nervous?
I think it's okay to be nervous.
I just asked, were you nervous? I didn't say
for sure.
Okay or not.
So it's like, let me. Okay.
You ever been in love?
Yes.
Are you in love now? Ooh. I didn't know it was gonna be that fast.
No.
Ooh, don't do that to that man. Don't do that to that man.
Love that man out loud.
Yeah.
I think that I'm in a space where I love people. Where I love them. In love,
them
I think
is crazy.
Not them. It's not. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant like
player.
No, like where I just kind of like I love people and I just choose who I want to invest my time in more. So if I really love you, or if I love you in like a different way, it's like okay, I invest more of my time versus like I love people, but that don't mean I got to be around you all the time. That don't mean like this. So that's my answer. So that's what I'm locking in.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. That's what I'm locking in.
Sounds like options.
So what does it feel like to be in that space versus being in love?
Oh, like the space now versus
space
being in love?
that you just explained versus being in love.
I think being in love, it's a level of like safety and like trust when being in love that you give a person. And I feel like in this space that I'm in right now, it's still like a learning space or still like a little bit of unsureness in the space versus when I'm in love, it's kind of like you just kind of willing to like give all of yourself and like commit to it and just like, yeah, it's just like a safe space. You feel a little safer, I feel like, in that space versus now it's like, okay, we here, but it's still like, so it's like, like hopping, like you got a little hopping. So that's the difference to me.
That's where the dance came from.
I kind of feel the opposite. I won't say I feel less safe because I don't care about safety. I throw my heart around. I got a big heart. So it's durable. But when you fall in love with somebody, you're more at risk of being hurt or like breaking your heart or having your heart broken when all of your energy is into this person and you're at their mercy of like disappointment or a broken heart. As opposed to when you spread your heart out, it's like, I'm not really tripping off of you, nigga. I'm cool. Like,
I don't know, but I feel like it's like I feel like that's a gamble with anything though, and I feel like you
Definitely.
just have to be willing to. It's still a level of like I'm still willing. Like whatever happens, like of course nothing is ever set in stone. Nothing's ever like certain, right? You could walk outside and the earth just cave in. Like there's nothing is certain for sure.
Is that what happened on the east side?
Is that all them potholes probably? Like all the potholes that we got over there. But no, I feel like it's still a level of like a different type of trust that it's like, yep, I'm willing, because I feel like if I'm willing to do it, I'm willing to do it because I trust that you won't just like be trashy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. When's the last time you were in love versus being in this space right now? Oh man.
I would say about is it April? It's April now.
Yeah.
Ooh, probably about like a little under a year ago.
Was it good?
When it was good, it was good.
Was it good?
I like that's what I feel like. When it was good, it was good. When it was bad, it was bad.
I get that, but I'm saying like overall, when you weigh out the pros and the cons.
Well, the cons had to weigh out because it ain't a thing no more. So I think. I mean,
that doesn't mean that we all act as if, well, not all, not we all, but if you were the person to walk away from it, then that means that all right, it was bad. But if you were the person that wants it back, that's different. You get what I'm saying?
So yeah, it wasn't. That means no. Then that means no, it wasn't good.
That means she walked out.
That means no, it was not good.
Or she put somebody out.
That's not.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't. I don't think it was healthy. Nah.
It was toxic.
It was slowly getting there, and I was like, yeah. Before
You don't like toxic love?
I don't. Hell no.
It's like an epidemic of toxic love out here.
And that's the problem. That's why nothing lasting though. Is it air? Okay, because I don't want to.
Okay. Is it air?
Is it air? Like no, just because I feel like that's the problem. People have this thing of like what we see love is supposed to be. That's not what it is. Love is not supposed to be toxic. Love shouldn't have to be overly complicated. That doesn't mean it's easy, but it shouldn't be complicated.
I love the fact that you just said that. Love is almost all things. At some point.
Mm-hmm.
At one point or another, love can be amazing. Love could be blissful. Love could be toxic. Love could be hurtful. Love could be damaging. Love could be a lot of different things. But overall, it is still love. And sometimes people just don't understand that. Like during the toxic portions or during the bad portions of love, they're like, oh yeah, this can't be love. No, it's just a stage of love. And then some people are self-sabotagery, or is that a word?
No.
But it's okay.
Self-sabotaging. And when it's too good to be true. And I just encourage everybody to embrace love at every stage. But also love yourself enough to know when it's time to go.
I believe that.
I didn't rehearse that. I just said I didn't rehearse that.
I know.
That's why we snapped.
That's why
it's
we.
a beautiful freestyle, my brother.
He's like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks, guys.
So, yeah.
I don't want to dig too deep into your business.
But.
Yes, we do.
Probably.
But.
A little bit of cap in there. No cap. I don't really want to dig too deep in it, but I don't want you crying on this couch.
Like, oh man, like it's okay. No.
So how many boyfriends you got right now?
That's the opposite of crying. That's not even a cry worth answer.
Yeah, I don't want you crying on the couch.
Okay.
That wasn't cap.
I don't have any boyfriends. There we go. No boyfriends.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
You seen the last time she was like,
That
this
was
time
it.
she was like,
No boyfriends. No boyfriends.
so never mind. I don't even want to talk about what you said earlier, but I'm not gonna like. I hope you have your things situated the way that they need to be situated.
No, for sure. I still am like despite I think the ups and downs of like relationships and love, I'm very much a fan. I know some people like fuck love, I'm tired of love. Like I'm a firm believer of like love, and I think that people should have the
Thank
chance
you. I
to
appreciate
experience
that.
that.
I think they should have experienced me
Me
too.
too.
No, I'm joking. No, I really do
But
think
yeah.
that. I really do think that. I think that people act like they give up on love all the time, and right now we're in a delusional space in society,
Facts.
where nobody needs anybody. Men don't need women. Women don't need men.
False.
Absolutely false. It's a very delusional space in society where people act like they're really self sufficient.
And it's not true.
It's not, because those be the same people that go back to the toxic situations because they don't necessarily want to start over. Um, but I do think that nothing lasts anymore because nobody has staying power, and I I wish we can get that back. I love I would I said to you when, like, the way you come off, like, you seem like you come from a 2-parent household, and he's like, you do, right?
Yeah.
People don't know what that looks like, so everybody's so quick. I feel like everybody's so quick to up and roll.
Leave, yeah.
Yeah, and not to say some people don't deserve or some people don't need to leave. Some people do, but if leaving means that you're gonna continue to chase a unicorn,
Like some type of perfection, yeah,
yeah,
situation. Yeah.
some type of perfection or some type of unicorn that you've made up in your mind, that doesn't make sense to me. Now, I won't tell anybody to settle, but I will say, was it really that bad? Or not even was it really that bad? Like, what is the real issue? Because a lot of people, like, a lot of times niggas be rumbling in the club and shit like that, and you be like, what you fight over? And you ask, and they be like, this nigga was disrespectful. Like, what did he do, bro? Did he hit you? Did he, like, nah, the nigga gonna look at me up and
He
down.
blinked at me twice.
Nigga gonna mug me.
Yeah.
Nigga stepped on my shoe.
I don't
Nigga.
know. I don't like it when I care about my shoes now.
I care about my shoes too, but if you stepped on my shoe on accident versus you stomping on my motherfucking foot on purpose, like I'm trying to get your attention, that's completely different. But I don't know, like, some things don't seem to be worth it, and I think that some things are worth it, and people just walk away from the things that are worth it a lot.
Playing devil's advocate, I think because it was a time where it was like people stayed despite what was going, like they husbands will be going out doing all this stuff, and I'm not all husbands obviously because everybody not like that. So now I feel
I was about
like
to say, why you only talk about the husbands?
no, I'm saying
the
women
wives
too,
is
because
wiving
women,
too,
you
yeah.
know, everybody be dibbling and dabbling and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
grandma was getting it in.
Yikes. So I think it was because they were so like just staying, people were staying. I think the people that maybe saw that, or like the children that saw that, or the people that were around it, they was like, I'm not doing that. And so it came from just being like okay with things to like anything that they do is like, I'm out because I'm not accepting this, I'm not accepting that, I'm not accepting that. So I just feel like if you can just find a balance, yeah, then it would be cool. Because it's like, yeah, I don't want to tolerate nothing versus I'm staying because I said I was going, because I made a vow I'm gonna stay regardless of what he. So I just feel like if we can just find a balance on both parts, then everything would be just like.
If you don't mind me asking, why'd you leave?
I don't like dishonesty. That's not my thing. I feel like I've practiced being honest respectfully. Like, not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Please.
no, okay, so you know,
let's
a lot
go
of people, okay, so it's a lot of people that's like, well, I'm being honest, but they're assholes, right? They're honest, and it's like they say it in a way that can't nobody receive it, can't nobody, accept it. So I've learned, because that's how I used to be, I've learned to communicate and tell people how I feel and tell people the truth in a way that in the best way that I can. It's not always perfect, but I intentionally think about what I'm gonna say before I say it so that it can be received. So if I'm honest with you, the best, like,
that's one of the biggest parts about effective communication.
it don't matter if you serve, somebody was
If
like,
a
if you
person
serve
is not
steak,
receptive to it,
because you can serve steak on a trash can, but who gonna eat a steak on a trash can?
I don't know. It depends on how clean that trash
That's
can is
crazy.
and how good that steak
That's bananas.
They ain't never
seasoning
done
ain't nothing but
inside.
dirt anyway.
Okay, well, I'm not eating steak on a trash can, especially if it's regardless of whether it's clean or not, unless it's like unless it's like, hey, this is our restaurant, we serve it on this because it's a part of like the gimmick or whatever. But no, so I just don't like dishonesty, and I can't stand. Not something that I'm proud of, but like I might be more accepting to things, which is not always a good thing if you just are honest with me. Like, okay, maybe we can work through it, or maybe we can figure it out, or maybe whatever that looks like. But if I gotta find out, or if I find out that you lying, or if I hear it through something else, or I hear this, whatever it is, then it's like I can't trust you. And it's like, how long you been lying about it? Because then that's a whole nother conversation that I'm like, you know what I'm saying, that I have issues with. So my thing is I have an issue. I don't tolerate dishonesty, especially when I'm willing to sacrifice what good or bad, what might happen, to be honest with you.
Did you see the conversation between what are their names, bro?
Who?
I
don't know.
It's the old dude who he looks weird, but he's a old black dude with big eyes. He's very well spoken, and then the beautiful, fair skinned young black woman. And he was telling her like, "I don't want to lie to you," and she was like, "Of course you should lie to me. Lie to me just like you lied to that person down at your job, and act like that you love your job and this and that like that." I mean, of course, it's different strokes for different folks, right? Like you just don't rock with dishonesty. But her message was more so like, yo, protect my feelings like you protect everybody else's feelings. Pretend for me like you pretend for them. Because at this point, God damn it. At this point, it's starting to look like you care more
Drinking games
about them than you do about me. And I know that's like completely opposite from what you just said, but how do you feel about that? Like, do you think that serves true?
I mean, like, no, still be honest with me in a nice way. Like, so I still care about like how you deliver it to me, but also like, what are you doing to the point where you feel like you have to protect my feelings though? Like, what's happening to where you feel like, and I'm like, how do we start? So off rip, whenever you meet me, what you see is what you get. So like, if you can't handle like my honesty and can't handle that, then that means it's not for you. But I'm not gonna pretend to or like set this standard that I'm always gonna be telling you nice things. I'm always gonna be telling you what you want to hear. I'm always gonna be doing. I'm not gonna do that. So if that's not for you, then that's not for you. But I definitely am not a fan of like lie to me so I feel good. Like no, because then it's like if you have to lie to me, like that means you don't even care enough to not do what you gotta lie about though.
Lie to me,
No.
lie to me, 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 lie. You know that song? You don't?
I do not know that song at all.
Oh wow! Tell
Who
me
is that
another
from?
lie. I don't want to know what I know to be true. What I need you to do.
No.
It's a Neo song. It's called "Lie to Me."
Okay. No.
I would much rather not be lied to either. But
don't lie to me, please.
but I'm not really tripping off his delivery, and I think that I don't want to call it a male female thing, because I'm more so worried about the message and not the way the message was delivered, because I'm not worried about my feelings. I'm worried about what my next move is gonna be. Like, if you tell me the truth, I can choose to accept
or not.
or not. I can choose to move forward or stick it out in this situation. But if you don't tell me the truth and I do find out,
I'm be hot.
I'm not even gonna be hot.
I'm gonna be hot.
I'm probably gonna just. I'm not even gonna tell you I know. I'm gonna guilt trip the shit out you for probably like 3 months and be like, "That's crazy as shit." Like, I really wanted those shoes. Like, if you really love me,
If you really love me, you
yeah,
give me
like,
these expensive
yeah,
shoes.
or
That's crazy. Toxic level on.
See, and we just talked about being toxic. That's real toxic.
hold up, how the fuck is that toxic?
Guilt tripping somebody is like for material things. You don't think that's like toxic?
No,
Straight up.
Right,
No.
straight up.
no, it's
Not a thought at all.
I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I just think it's toxic. It'd be categorized as toxic.
Toxic is wrong.
I think toxic is wrong. Like, would you take something that's toxic?
Yes.
Would you eat something that's toxic?
Yeah, we do.
Technically, what is it? Mushrooms? I feel like technically mushrooms. I'm sorry. Are mushrooms technically
Alcohol
toxic?
is toxic.
Toxic? Okay.
Some
women
women
are toxic.
Most of the food we eat in the United States is
It's toxic.
toxic.
But it's still bad for you though. A certain amount of like anything is
Too much water will drown you.
will drown you.
Like,
Too much of anything will be
Too much
toxic.
oxygen will kill you. Still,
Damn if you do. Damn if you,
You
don't.
don't.
it's
I'd rather
about
have a blast.
it's
with
about
the don't.
balance.
It's all about balance.
Yeah,
I like your socks.
they like you too. We were just talking about you. Like, who is this girl that you brought here today? I was like, it's Jande.
Jande.
Jande. Where my lighter at, bro? Question though.
Answer.
I know you left the last situation, right? But have you ever been left and not known why?
Oh no. I always know why.
Oh, you always be doing shit. That's
I
what it sounds
always
like.
know. If I've ever been left, I absolutely know why.
You absolutely know why?
I absolutely know why. I've only been left.
Yo, over there, bro. Look over there by the instant.
I've been left twice.
Man, why?
I was out of pocket.
Why should you be in pocket?
Certain things you should be in pocket. In this situation, I should have been in the pocket. Some pocket is good though. Sometimes depending on what it is.
Depends. I like hot pockets.
That's like
The pepperoni one.
You still eat hot pockets now? I'm not judging, but I'm asking.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I do. I eat pop.
Do you eat McDonald's?
That was a sexual innuendo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When I say I eat hot pockets, I'm not talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the fucking
I was
Lunchable
like,
ones.
dang, you still eat hot pockets?
No.
Okay. Sorry, that kind of.
I will though.
Death of me.
I'm not against. Like, if I'm at work and they got them in the freezer, and I don't feel like walking, yeah, go ahead and throw me a hot pocket. It ain't like the first time I eat a hot pocket.
I mean, do you eat McDonald's though?
No.
No? Okay.
I eat McDonald's breakfast.
Then you eat McDonald's.
That means you eat.
No, I don't eat McDonald's. Like, I don't go to McDonald's. Like, never mind.
You only go there for
For
breakfast.
breakfast?
But
No,
they
I don't
actually
go there
serve
for
breakfast
breakfast.
all day.
I don't go there for breakfast. What I'm saying is, like, if McDonald's is the only option, I'll eat it. That sounds crazy. I'm
Terrible.
whew,
Okay.
Pop the Molly. I'm sweating.
McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in years.
Me either.
I
I don't care.
was like, it's not giving years, but you know, to each his own.
I don't give a damn
You
what's
might have
given.
lost track of time.
You might.
don't give a damn what it's
Yesterday, a
getting.
couple years, it's not the same, but it's okay.
I will go home and cook in the middle of the night before I go eat
Before you go to
McDonald's.
McDonald's. I like their fries though. That was the hardest thing for me to stop eating though. I love McDonald's fries.
Really? When last time you had some McDonald's fries?
It's been years.
How many years?
It's been like
She
3 or
lost
4
track of time.
years. No, it's been like 3 or 4 years, but I still like. It's definitely
For
moments
you
where
to
I
have
crave.
the anniversary in your head of the last time you ate McDonald's fries is
You was
nuts.
addicted
It's
to
because
them.
I like that, and I put the sweet. You dip it in the sweet and sour sauce.
Still remembers this.
I
She's
absolutely
having
do.
cravings. She's going through
Facts,
withdrawals.
withdrawal.
I do like.
Would you like us to DoorDash you some
Please
McDonald's
don't.
fries?
Please
Just wanna
don't.
smell 'em?
Please don't. Just like
You just wanna smell 'em?
no. I
You
can't
can keep
do.
'em forever.
I can't even.
They don't go bad.
No, the way my body's set up, I can't even eat McDonald's fries, even if I wanted to.
But you can actually just put that joint up and it never go bad. It will look the same.
And that's another reason why we should not be
It does
eating
look.
McDonald's.
It does look
fries.
different. McDonald's fries go from McDonald's fries to mashed potatoes in 30 minutes. It's almost like it's the freshest food ever with no preservatives. But that's way left. But I'm gonna ask you this: would you consider yourself a good girl?
Yes.
Did you have to think about it that long?
No.
So why did
Why did I think about it? I mean, I was thinking about in what way. But as a human being, yes, it's not that type of.
Let's describe a good girl from your perspective. And when I say let's, I mean you.
Right. That's what I was like. I think I'm honest. I'm very giving. I like to think I have a big heart. I can be a little like hard ass sometimes, but it's usually with good intention. It's because I see like the best. One thing I do see the best in people, even when I probably need to let that go. But just people in general. I'm funny. I like to have a good time, and I kind of like to uplift people. So I think I'm good. I think those are characteristics of a good.
Bad girls could be all those things.
facts?
So what makes them bad?
That's what I'm asking you from your perspective.
You asked me what make them good.
Yeah, I'm asking you from your perspective what makes a woman bad.
I feel like they'd be opposite those traits though.
I would say
Consistently, I think it's the consistency that makes it different. Because it's like bad people that do good things, but because they do a lot of bad things, that's what makes them bad. Versus somebody is good people that have done bad things, but because they've consistently done good, and majority of the time they do good things, that's what makes them good. So I think that's the difference. Like
I do
everybody,
agree.
yeah, I think that's the difference. It's
I do
like
agree.
everybody's done shitty things, but I think it's the difference between
who you are regularly.
who you are regularly versus not that. So yeah.
My reason for asking is because we're gonna get into the song, and the song that we're getting into tonight, you guys, is "Girl Like Me" by one of your favorite artists.
I love her.
I love Jazzy.
I love both of them.
I love her as well. I love her.
I was like, yep, I love her and I love her.
All the hers.
I love the hers.
I don't love all hers.
You just never mind.
I don't love all hers.
Okay.
Are you scratching yourself or something?
No.
It's
What the fuck is that sound?
it's
Sweatpants.
his knee.
Oh, yeah. But
Am I scratching myself?
The-
It was crazy.
To just blatantly ask, cause it's like, what you gonna be like? Yes, I was scratching myself.
by saying scratching yourself, it doesn't mean that you're scratching.
Like, yes, I was. Sorry, guys. On camera. That's weak. That is weak.
I mean, yes and no. It depends on what you scratch.
I mean, but to just blatantly ask, like, are you scratching?
Is it?
Yes. To openly just be like, because you didn't give no context. Are you scratching your leg? You just like, are you scratching yourself? Right. Like, that's crazy.
This is my living room. I need to know what the fuck is going on. But Kari, what's good, bro? Back to what we were talking about. I think that the record is talking about there's no hope for
Good girls.
there's no hope for a girl like me. Not me, but
Thank you for that clarity.
yeah. You know, niggas be literal. You want to turn your mic off when you do that? Yeah, that makes sense. But do you feel like there's hope for good girls nowadays?
I feel like for the right person, yes.
Damn. So you mean like all the good girls have like it's not hope for all you bitches.
I
but-
think for most of yo, I think well, obviously everybody, because it's more women than it is men. So,
I mean,
unless you want you got 3 or 4 wives or something like that. But then
or
that's,
maybe women like women too.
oh, that's true. But I think it depends on the right person. I feel like the ones that like the not great ones in their own way, because they're great to them in their own like
I love your political
in their
correctness.
own. They're great for them in their own way. Like if it's because they got a fat ass, then that's great for them. Like that's good for them. If it's because they give them what they need. So I'm not hate. I was finna say if it's because they got like a model build, then that's cool. If it's because they look a certain way, then that's cool. But I feel like it has to be more depth. So if it's for more depth, then I definitely think there's hope for like the good girls, the ones that have big hearts, the ones, and if they don't, then they can use that for something else. That's cool too.
So is there hope for
Yes.
girls like you?
Yes. I just think it takes patience. I think it's not settling. I think it's like not dealing with the fear of not being alone is also a thing, because people will accept things and be with people and settle with people because they don't want to be alone. And that's how you end up.
Agree with
and
that.
I think that's once you get past that, like, yeah, you'll find your person and you'll find what like is actually good for you. And somebody that appreciates you and stuff like that.
But what about the rest of the good girls?
I can't speak. I think yes, but it can't be all of them. I don't think it's all of them. Some people, they gonna be single. They're gonna stay single
Forever.
But and that's what they flourish. They flourish in their singleness. They flourish.
Do they?
I think people that I feel like once they learn their purpose and they're like actually okay with being single, they're like, yeah, then you can do a lot. I feel like being single, like,
we just started this conversation off by saying that pretty much we all need somebody.
We do need somebody, but there are things that I feel like in your singleness that you're able to accomplish more of versus when you start for yourself, and you're able to do more than when you're with somebody in a relationship.
So when you
those
build
things can make you more desirable for somebody after you focus on.
I think it depends on the man, because some men are intimidated by women that are able to do what they need to do and are able to accomplish what they can accomplish on their own. So I feel like, yes.
Those is bands though.
You said what?
Those is bands.
Yes, but I mean it's that's true, but it's enough of it's enough of bad. It's a lot of, not a lot, but it's enough of them out there that like are intimidated by stuff like that. So I feel like the right guy will appreciate that, and then but then I feel like just because they do a lot, that doesn't mean it's a lot of weird good girls though too.
I feel like this is perspiring.
Like I do think there can be someone out there
there's somebody for everybody.
For everybody, whether they find them or not, whether they appreciate them or not, whether they stay with them or not, that's on the person. But I do feel like there can be somebody for good women out there in the world.
So if you've ever been in a situation, let's go to the lyrics. Bro, can you read me the first verse?
I made a profile
On
on
Tinder.
Tinder. Oh, I know the song. Since you left me to be with her. Guess that means I'm getting desperate. Something to return to sender, cause you don't love me no more. I feel like
I don't even know what for.
I don't even know what. Nah, she probably she probably knows. It's probably just a denial of what it's for. But
So I think that she does speak about what she thinks it's about,
mhm,
and that's why she says, "Now I'm sitting home judging my body," because maybe the new woman
it's
has
built
a
to something.
is built differently, but it's not always about that. That woman can probably just be. She might be built different, but she also may be more accepting to the man that he is. He probably
Mm,
can't be himself around her. Um, because I think that honestly, one of the reasons why these hoes be winning is because that man can be that man in his entirety around these hoes.
okay. Yes. But I also think that comes with a lack of accountability too though. I feel like you should want to like it's cool for people to accept you where you are, but it's also cool for people to want to see you grow and be better in that way too.
Yeah, you definitely need to be challenged. I feel like you need
So,
to be
and I
challenged.
feel like a lot of people that I feel like they're not challenged. And I feel like there's a lot of reasons. I'm like whatever you describe a hoe to be, that ain't my call. But I feel like that's what it is. A lot of them they're not challenged and they're accepted exactly where they are. And I'm like, that's cool.
You talking about the
For
hoes or you talking about the men?
I'm talking about the men. Or
So
the whatever side that is, like whatever side like that is, I think it's because they be okay with they accept them for where they at, what they want to do, how they want to do it, and it's not a challenge. So I'm like, yeah, that sound cool. And I'm like, that's okay. But like, is that who you would rather is that who you see longevity with though?
but if that man didn't have the money, would she still be there? So my question, so I'll give you context, right?
Okay.
I got a brother. He gave me this take, right? By take, I mean this opinion
Mm-hmm.
that we asked, yo, would you really be with a woman if she only wanted you for your money? And his take was, you motherfucking right. And everybody looked at him like he was crazy until they heard his reasoning. If I'm with a woman that only wants me for my money and I want her legitimately, I'm never going to run out of money because that's how bad I want her. So this woman is going to keep me on my toes. She's challenging me in that regard. It's all about how a person wants to be challenged. So by if you're challenging a man on being a better man, it depends on what the perspective or what the perception of a better man is between the two people.
Mm. I definitely don't think money makes you
A better person?
better person.
I don't necessarily think so either. But if he feels that way and that works for him, that
Yeah,
works
to
for
each
him.
his own.
Yeah, that's to each his own. But also, I looked at what he said and I'm like, shit. If she gonna challenge me to never be broke again,
Damn, yeah, that's
yeah,
something.
I don't know. I might stick around.
I think it's a different. I don't think it's like I don't think that's the type of challenge. But I mean, I don't. Like, don't be broke or I'ma leave. I think it's a difference between like don't be broke or I'ma leave or like let me help you with like this is ways you can help with your finances. This is ways you can help with this. This is ways you can do this or let's invest in this so that you're never broke. Versus like I'ma be out if you don't make no money.
See,
I
this
think
is
that's
why
different.
I knew that you came from a 2-parent household because you're gonna contribute to whatever you're asking for.
Most
The
nigga,
single parent household. You're like, I don't give a fuck what you gotta do to go get it. Go get it.
just go get it.
But also I think that they do have a level of motivation that is of value.
Mm.
Now, whatever that level of motivation is, or whatever it is, if it motivates you, right?
Got you.
But if that man leaves that woman, right, I think that she'll be right in the same boat. She's gonna make a profile on Tinder because he left her to be with her.
Somebody else.
Yeah, he left Jasmine to be with her.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it. I think that it's gonna be a revolving door, and I think that every woman, regardless of a bad bitch or a good woman, goes through this.
Facts. I think a lot of the reason that women are not those type of women, because I don't want to do that.
What those type?
Not those type, because I feel like we've all. Well, I mean, I speak for everybody, because I think a lot of women that.
You talking about the hoes that be winning?
Sure. I think a lot of that is based off of experiences like that. I had a conversation with some of my homegirls, and it was like, well, at least if I'm gonna get cheated on with a like that, no. You it's like if I'm gonna get cheated on, and if I'm gonna get disrespected by a broke nigga, why would I not get cheated on and get disrespected at least with a nigga that has money? That has money.
It's so crazy how you could say broke nigga without batting an eye, but when I say that hoes, you like and then you like when I say bad bitches, you like no women like that.
No,
when you say broke nigga, you said it without even batting an eye.
I was saying like the type of like that's what like what we're referring to like what would be like a broke nigga, right? So and I feel like a lot of women are like, I've been through hell. Like I supported him. I was there when he didn't have nothing and it didn't work out. So it's like if I'm gonna go through the same shit, at least let me be in a mansion, or at least let me be driving a nice car, or at least let me be living this life. And let's be honest, I feel like it's like at least do that. Let me right. So it's like I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'd rather not me personally, but I'm saying if I'm gonna be sad, let me cry on some leather seats. Let me cry on some leather seats. Then like it's something else. You know what I'm saying? So
leather stick to your skin. You ever slept on a leather couch?
That it be hot. It be sweaty too.
Mm-hmm.
I love sweaty, but that's what I'm saying. So I think
this should just sound love sweaty.
It be you.
Never mind.
So that's what so that's the perspective where a lot of women is like, I've been through this and I've held somebody down and I've been with somebody. So it's like, well, shit, if I'm gonna get at least the benefits of this, why would I do that? And I feel like that logically makes sense. I feel like nobody ends up really happy, because I still feel like it's a level of commitment and a level of things that you want that you don't get in that situation. But the lyrics.
Sprinkle me.
You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, that's that.
So you must have wanted something different.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know what I'm missing. These glasses.
What you asked, I would have given.
Yeah, what you asked, I would have
right
given.
Now, these hoes be winning.
Yeah.
Why they be winning?
I know it. Another girl like me. I do they be winning.
Same.
And I ain't gonna be, but you gonna make a hoe out of me. Whew.
See, that's how they get there.
You gonna make a hoe out of me.
She just said the whole reason how she got there. She just said the whole reason why. Hoes get there.
So this is the thing though. If you can't beat them, join them. Is that the thing?
It be. I'm not.
This fall.
No, like the guy.
This fall.
But no. I mean, like technically, no. But it's like logically, it be sounding like it makes sense. Like this is.
But see, some people. This is my thing with that line, right? You're gonna make a hoe out of me. Some people ain't built like that. You do more damage to yourself trying to be someone that you're not, than you do to the person that you're trying to get back at, or that you do trying to be the person that your person, or the person that you think your person wants, as opposed to just staying true to yourself.
But I feel like sometimes it's stuff people have to learn though. Sometimes you guys gotta go through those phases of like.
Yeah, but when you go through that phase and you become a hoe, and you are crying by yourself because you still don't have him, and you like, I can't believe I just did
I
this.
mean, but then that's something you learn though. So I guess like, can you what she say, Dre? She was like, can you take away? Can you like retract your wholeness?
Yeah, your wholeness can be deleted.
Can it be deleted? So I feel like it can be deleted, right? Is that
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends on like.
Yeah,
I think
like you file bankruptcy on wholeness.
Yeah, file bankruptcy.
Thank you. I think that you can.
Thank you.
I think that
We're teaching whole credit.
Yes, I think you can.
Whole credit 101.
I think you can. I feel like after you go through like
If you file this law
and
you go through the whole credit bureau,
then you be good. You be reset.
you be all right, and you just get it deleted off your.
Back in the streets, bro.
Not even a few years. I know niggas that get it deleted in 3 months. Dispute is out of here.
I think so. I think sometimes you gotta go through them lessons, and then you.
But I also think that good women look at quote unquote hoes and think that they winning because of a lot of temporary things.
And so I agree that, and that's why I said a lot. It depends on the longevity of it too, because I'm like at the time, it seems fun, but then I think a lot of them, when they get in them situations, they're not happy.
But I also think that women that are quote unquote hoes are in a lot of temporary situations, but they're in those situations not because they just hoes. I think they're in those situations because, they're in those situations because they really like those niggas. And you know, when you really like somebody, right? You become a different part of yourself.
Mm.
And this is why I try to say, or I'm saying that this song is universal. It's not just so the quote unquote hoes will listen to this record and identify with it just as much as the good girls will listen to it and identify with it, because of the fact that the man that the hoe falls for has her around until she's no longer the hoe.
Yeah.
And now she loses this man to another hoe because she became a good girl.
Mm.
So then she's saying, there's no hope for a girl like me. So why do these hoes be winning?
So what do you do? What do you do?
I think that everybody needs to live in their truth. If you live in your truth and you are yourself. I seen this shit on social media. I don't remember what platform, but it was saying like the person that brings out the inner child in you,
it was Instagram.
That's the person that you want to keep around you. If everything is so like business or so serious, so tense, then that's probably not the person that's for you. I agree with it to an extent though, because if you're just childish all the fucking time, you need to grow the fuck up. And you need your mom to come over and smack you and be like, "Hey, get your shit together."
Probably they didn't smack them enough.
But I do agree with the fact that if you can't be yourself around a person, that's probably not the person for you. If you feel like you have to, if you feel like you gotta limit yourself, what'd you say?
Every time, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
If you feel like you can't be your full self around a person, how you feel like you're gonna spend the rest of your life with that person?
Facts.
And that's what I think people get. I think that's the confusion of this whole thing. Because niggas feel like they could be themselves around the hoes, and the hoes have already been themselves around the niggas. And then, but that shit lasts for this long before another hoe shows up. Um, but I think that there's no hope for anybody if you can't be yourself.
I mean, so my question for you is, because you just said they all be being themselves. So it's like, to what extent, like, what type of themselves are they being to where it don't last and it's temporary though?
So see, when you're the childish or the free person or the free portion of yourself, and that's how people are introduced to you, and they never get to see the in-depth version of you.
Mm.
When they get to see the in-depth version of you, they might still be in a free
Childishness.
childish bag. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why you acting like that?
Mm.
And then it's like, all right, that's a turnoff. And it's like, nah, are we really intentionally getting to know each other out here? Regardless of whether we're getting to know each other in our whole bag or in our like real person bag.
Yeah.
Are we really like open to getting to know people?
Mm.
And I think that the reason that this song might have been made, I don't know. Did Jazzy write that song, bro?
I know she did it based off of like stories. So
Yeah.
she was letting people.
Hotels,
I know, like
yeah,
hotel. Yes,
yeah.
I know that. I'm trying to think. I think she might have.
But I don't know. Yeah, I think she co-writes
Co-writes,
everything.
yeah. So for sure.
But I really feel like this song comes from a person that I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
I think that Jazzy may no longer have this story because of where she came from in terms of where she. Of course, it's a million writers on every song. But I think that Jazzy got this song and recorded the song based upon where she came from, like in terms of her aesthetic before versus now. Because Jazzy's a beautiful woman now, and I think she was a beautiful woman back then.
I was say not now.
No.
Not you hit up with the now.
The thing about it is, it's not about what I think. It's about what Jazzy thinks.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you think you're a bad bitch, you carry yourself as such, and you're aesthetically pleasing. I'm sorry. The people that are not aesthetically pleasing are not aesthetically pleasing. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I am the beholder of this temple. But what I mean by that is, if you don't think you the shit, nobody will.
I feel like you gotta practice that though. I don't think it's as easy though to just be like.
It's easy.
You think so?
It is.
I don't think it's just easy to just think that like. I think it's something you have to practice and like.
If it's based on, if in your mind it's based on what other people think about you, I don't give a damn how much you practice. It's not gonna work because it's not based on what you think. If you don't think, I'll tell you this. I know I have this ski mask on, right?
Okay.
But I don't believe that I'm the most gorgeous nigga on the planet, right? But I do know that I can walk in a room full of quote unquote gorgeous niggas and be the most attractive person in that room. I don't care what anybody else says. I'm confident in that. I'm so confident in that I can wear this ski mask with these sunglasses, with this grill, and sit in front of a camera and talk to you and everybody else. Not to hide my face, but just as a persona. Like, this shit is supposed to be ugly, but I still look good to me. Not like I'm about to fuck myself or no shit, but I still look good to me though. Like right now, like I have a piece of wool over my face. Like
Wool.
I don't know what the fuck this is. I hope it's cotton because it's breathable, but
It's gotta be cotton.
I hope it's cotton.
I
shit.
don't know too many ski masks that are.
You can't put a wool over my eyes. That was a joke.
She said, That drum is from the east side. It
Big
ain't
east
no
side.
symbol.
That
First of all,
That's just a brat. Naps. Brat. That shit sound like.
But
I did my best.
I really do love the vulnerability of the record.
Mm.
But I love decoding and talking about records like this because there's so many. I love decoding and talking about records, period, because there are so many different perspectives people can take.
Mm.
But I still haven't gotten your take on this record. Like I've gotten your take on certain things, but overall, when you heard this record, how did it make you feel?
I was like, I'd be like, dang, I feel you. I'd be like, it's like I understand. Because every day I'd be like, dang, if I just did a little OnlyFans, if I showed a little leg, or if I just did a little.
Your leg cracked when you got in here. I hope you're not doing
It was my
videos.
ankle. It was my
Other part
ankle
of your
that was
leg.
cracking. But don't act like my whole, like, from the hip down was just falling apart.
I'm just saying.
It was
like,
just my ankle.
If you do an OnlyFans
And what's
video,
crazy is you didn't even have to, that's crazy, because you didn't even have to call me out like that.
some niggas might. We was already on. Some niggas might like. I ain't gonna hold you. Some niggas might like a little crack in their bones.
Yikes. They be like,
that
oh,
thing
your
cracking for me,
bones
baby."
crack?
Oh, you cracking for
Cracking
me?
for me,
Wow.
baby.
That shit cracking.
That's, like, dang, that was it. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that
what
was
did it for me.
Do it again.
Man.
But
I knew
nah,
she was the one when.
nah, don't get away from it. What's your? You said that you identify with it, but why?
I just feel like, from experiences, I've always had very good intentions and I've always tried to be the best version of myself. And sometimes it comes as if, like, I still be coming up short or it's still not enough. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I'm out here trying. I'm trying to do the best. And it's like, dang, the people that like, and not to like though, because I mean, people are different. Things look different. Social media is like a whole thing. But it's like, dang, they assholes. When I met them, they was like this, or like they out here doing this, or it's like this. And they just, every time they turn around, they boot up, or they with this, or they with this. And it's like, I'm out here trying to be like, you know, be the best version of myself and be this. And it's like, I can't
Be the good girl.
you know, be good. Just be a good person, period. But then also be a good person for my partner. And it's like, damn, I'm still out here taking L's. And it's like,
Have you ever thought to yourself that you were the person that turned these people up?
what you mean?
What I said.
Turn them up like how?
Before you, did they have the looks that they had?
No. No.
And you see what I'm saying?
No.
That's the perspective that I'm talking about. That's the perspective I think that people are missing. And I think that that's the perspective that Jazzy might have missed in this song. A nigga won't be in he may not be that nigga until he stands next to Jazzy. You remember the song with Kelly Rowland and Fantasia? What would you be without me? Like, nobody takes that stance. Like, I do wish that people look in the mirror and see. People look in the mirror in the times of, what do you call this? What do you call it? Not desperation, but the times of insecurity, and look at the positive things and be like, yo, you know, this nigga wasn't this Popeye's ass nigga before me, nigga. You didn't even know these people.
It was like that's very, because I think about it, I was like, dang, you ain't used to dress like that, but I
turned
put
you
I
what?
put you on that car. You ain't had that car, but I put you, and it's like, you know, like it is, but then it's like, and I'm like, that's
Talking
cool.
about you buying niggas cars.
I'm not gonna go specifically in the details, but when somebody I dated,
What kind of car you buying?
I didn't buy him a car.
What kind of car you buying?
No, but somebody I
Just tell
dated, they got into a car accident. The car got totaled, and their friends were like, just take the insurance. And I was like, hey, I don't think you should take the insurance. I think you should be patient. go through like the things and you can get more. Well, my friends say if I just take this, and I'm like, hey, I really think, and so like the settlement for the insurance was like $5,000, but they end up going through the court, the thing, and end up getting like $35,000-$40,000.
Okay, so you coached them into a new
So
car.
I coached them into,
what
you know what I'm saying? But if it wouldn't have been me, they would have just took their little $5,000. It's like, you know,
bucket.
and then, you know what I'm saying? But they were able to get like the car that they really like, a car that they've been wanting, and this and this and that. And so I was like, dang, y'all ain't break me off. I just wanted, could I get like a little, like a stack or two?
Oh wow! Now you want
A
some money.
three, you know what I'm saying? Can I
Motivation?
get a little, like a
Yeah,
little
motivation
something
costs.
for my?
What's wrong?
I got like, I be you know, some people bite their nails. I be peeling my skin off my thumb, and so I like clipped it and like got into it. But anyways, what were you about to say?
So you're nuts. So you're
I
nuts.
feel like didn't we
is a-
establish that? Did we say that
didn't.
earlier?
I said
a little bit?
I said that you were balanced. You came from a great home.
Oh well, you were good.
I didn't say anything about you being.
No, he
nuts.
was like, "Oh, you think people be calling you schizophrenic?" And I was like, "Well, I've been called crazy a time or
that was
two."
off camera, and I wasn't even gonna bring that.
Dang. Okay.
But you know, we're here now.
We're here. Crazy in the Brain. Crazy in the Brain, featuring my guy Zip K. Love
They should
him.
have been featuring a nigga named Pinky.
What?
Cause Pinky in the Brain.
Pinky in the brain. Okay. It's cool because y'all don't watch. Apparently, y'all don't watch any like childhood
just told
movies
you. It
and
should've been-
television shows.
I knew who Pinky in the Brain was. But I was saying the level of transparency and the level of vulnerability in this record I can appreciate. But I don't think that I don't think that whoever wrote this record, I think that they had a demographic of women that this record applied to. But they left out the women that they thought they were talking about that can identify with this record as well. Because I feel like the bad bitches, the hoes, can identify with this record as well. Because you deal with that type of nigga, he's gonna want someone else, and you probably don't know why. And it might hurt you to the core because niggas want something different. Didn't know what they were missing, and what they asked, they would have given. It ain't right. Why these hoes be winning?
I think they know. I think everybody always know. I think it's a denial, but I think people know.
What do you mean? So if a man leaves you, right? If a man leaves you and goes and deals with another woman that looks just like you, what's the reason?
I don't think sometimes it's,
The mic.
I think, I think sometimes it's not even complicated. Like sometimes they just be, it's like, it could be something as simple as people are bored. People are ready to move on to something else. People don't want you, or it could be something that they've vocalized several times. And all of a sudden they be like, I don't know why he left. It's like, well, he told you why. He told you what he didn't like. And you ignored it, or you didn't talk about it, or you felt like it wasn't that big of a deal to actually address it. So I don't think, whether it's a good reason or a bad reason, I feel like people know. People know why people leave. In my opinion.
Maybe.
I feel like people know.
But I also feel like this, and I mean, we can like kind of end it with this. I do want to get your final takes on the record, but I feel like if a man was to make this song, oh my God, the backlash. If I was to make a song saying, why these light skinned niggas be winning? I swear, everybody would kill me. Like, no hope for a nigga like me. Light skinned niggas be winning. I swear. And I don't want to be, but you gonna make a hoe out of me. I'm a good nigga that come home and pay the bills and do whatever the fuck I'm supposed to do. But you about to make a rich nigga out of me. It's crazy. Please make a rich nigga out of me.
I'm about to say that don't sound too
I
bad.
don't want to be, but you gonna make a rich nigga out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Might make your head blow off. But I think that niggas can't be this vulnerable. I do think niggas can be this vulnerable, but it's gonna come with some backlash. Be yourself. That's all I'm saying. Like, be yourself and be confident in yourself, because comparison is the thief of joy. Don't allow you to compare yourself to somebody else based upon what they have or what you don't have, because when you do that, what happens is you start to feel that you're inadequate. When you start to feel like you're inadequate, that in turn makes the person that you want to be adequate to feel like you're inadequate. So my advice to you, well, not even just to you, for everybody, shit, just be yourself. And if you're not meant for that person, you're not meant for that person. It's fuck it. Let's find a person that let's take the effort that you were trying to put into making that person understand that you're for them, into finding the person that you are really for. And with that being said, my name is Love, and tonight I've been in the living room with the amazing vocalist, and I don't even know whether she's a good girl or not.
Oh.
The good girl.
Oh.
Jande.
Jean.
Yeah, she has dance moves.
The falling coming to
Yeah,
a
shout out
dance
to the
floor.
falling
coming
coming
to
to TikTok near you.
Yeah.
We had a good time. Yeah, we're having a good time.
We had a good time.
I enjoyed it.
I really appreciate you for stopping through. Sprinkle me, baby.
Okay, no. The references just don't be existing, huh?
Oh, you thought I was supposed?
You know, it's like yada yada yada. You never seen Rocket Park? Thank you.
It's wiggity wiggity.
All right, so my name is Love, and I've been in the living room tonight with Jande. I'm sorry, Jande. And we had a good time. We're having a good time. But we'll see you guys.
Wait, where can the people find you?
Oh yeah, tell these people.
Okay, y'all can
Tell them
find
right
me. Okay, hey, again, y'all can find me on all social media at Jande, Jande.
Nah, fuck that. No. Did you just say Jande?
Yes,
Jande.
Nah, that ain't
I said
what you
Jande.
said.
Sorry, it was my country family be like John. They be like J. They be like they say that they don't even try. You can find me as Jande, Love1, JANDELOVE1 on all social media. All my music is Jande, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all of that good stuff is there. And
What about your new single?
And we got a new single coming out. You know, yada yada. Coming out. That was my fall noise.
Oh, okay.
We've been doing that though. Okay.
We've
been doing that the whole time.
I don't think I heard Yada Guy.
But boom, cat.
Boom, boom, cat.
And it's dropping on Cinco de Mayo.
Speaking of falling.
It's falling.
It's falling on. We're dropping it on on Cinco de Mayo. It's called Drinking Games, and I'm super excited. It's my baby, my new baby. Yep, we've been ta-da-da,
Jada Guy, boom, boom, cat.
Yeah.
We out of here.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, cat.
That's it.
All right, y'all.